So the last thing that I want to mention, besides that, is the touch slash acid portion of things. So if things have higher acid, they're less likely to have microbial growth because acid kills bacteria. Simple as that. So things like orange juice tend to go rancid a lot slower than, say, milk. Simple as that. The touch. So when you sight and touch are two important ways to tell and smell, as I said before, to tell if something has microbial growth. So with a fish, so you have a whole fish, or even a piece of fish, the fishy smell is not necessarily bad. It shouldn't smell fishy. Okay, so that didn't make a lot of sense. So if something smells like the sea, that's okay, because it's from the sea. If it smells like, fish, like gross, then no. If it smells off or funny, it's hard to kind of put that into words, then it's okay. But fish should smell like it's from the sea, but it shouldn't have an odor to it. Whole fish, the eye should be clear and be protruding, and the scale should be shiny and smooth looking. In terms of fruit, they shouldn't be mushy, obviously. There shouldn't be any bruising. If there are, you can still eat these things. Keep in mind that, some foods get wormy. Like, for instance, rice can get buggy, or flour can get weebles, which look like little roaches. I know it's really gross, but you wonder, well, if it's sealed, how do they get in? They don't get in. They've already been there. They're little in processing. It's just one of the things that people don't really want to know about. When processing these items, eggs can't be filtered out. These are harvested items. They're outside. There are bugs. And little tiny microscopic eggs can't be filtered out, and the heat that would need to be strong enough to kill these things would destroy the food. So that's one reason why it's important to use these items within the date, because after then, it's very likely that these things can grow. I worked at a restaurant once that was cheap, so they bought flour in large quantities. I mean, we're talking multiple 50-pound bags of flour, and we didn't even bake anything. So it's like, what are you gonna do with all this freaking flour? Well, unfortunately, we only did a few things, which was breading items. It was an Italian restaurant, so Parmigiana, things like that. And it was my job at the time as a line cook to bread these items. And we had this shaking system that the flour would come up, lay on the food, and then fall back under. And we kept using it. This was before I realized the importance of food safety. One day I got sick of it. I wanted to just clean the pan out, just recycle the flour. There was bugs all in it. And that was my first real experience with weevils, because I didn't realize that it was because it was old. So all that flour that was purchased had the weevils because it was old. It was all the same stuff. It was bought at the same time, so it was just bad. So don't buy more than you need either, because if you're not going to use that 5-pound bag of flour in the time that it allows, then don't buy it. Buy a smaller amount. It's okay. Would you rather throw away that money, or would you rather spend a little bit more and know you're going to use it all? I mean, it just makes more financial sense. And it's just disgusting to have those in your home. And that's why rice can get natty and just things like that. With fruits and vegetables, you don't want it to be wilted or bruised, like I said before. Or potatoes can get slimy and really smell. A bad potato, oh my god, you don't even want that in your home. These are things that, potatoes take a while to get to that point. Just buy your fruits and vegetables for that week that you're going to use it. Don't buy it ahead of time. Even your potatoes, 2 weeks. You don't want them getting to be forever in your storage, because they're gonna go bad. And now, one thing for potatoes, the little eyes that are on them, that's okay. Just take them out. That just means that they're getting ready to sprout. So if you were to plant that potato, you could grow potatoes, ideally. But that's not that big of a deal. Some people get freaked out by that kind of thing. Feel free to ask any questions about food safety. I don't want to take this too long. It's already getting to be sort of lengthy as it is. I'm open for any other specific questions, but hopefully that helps the general realm of food safety. And always remember to be well, choose well, eat well.